don't just keep seeing shit all over the timeline. Like this one is really poopy. So I'll just go ahead and speed these up, wash the last ones out, and then we'll sit down and talk about cloth diapers, the ins and outs. You already see how I wash it. It gets a little bit messy, but I mean, that's just part of motherhood, right?
City of mine, how I love the city of mine.
So throughout the day, the kids and I, whoever changed her diaper, usually just sit the diapers up here throughout the full day. And then at the end of the day or early that next morning, I just come in, and then the diapers are usually snapped up. They all snapped up this way. I'll just go ahead and grab whatever's in here, and I throw these wipes in the trash because we use throwaway wipes. And then, I mean, clearly there's poop in here. I'll go ahead and take the inserts out, as these are pocket diapers. So these are what absorb it so it don't leak through. The back one usually don't have anything on it, just pee. So this one I'll wash out by hand and just put that in the sink. And of course the poop one I'll wash out by hand, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. And I'll do this for every single one of the diapers. So the wet one that don't have no stains on it, that just got pee, I'll go ahead and just put inside the washer. And then I'll just continue to repeat this process. Like these all have poop, no big deal. People make a big deal about it. Oh, that'd be like the biggest concern about cloth diapers. But I mean, no, it don't bother me. Just grab it. This one just got pee on it, no stains. I just throw that in there. These I like to wash by hand and get the stains out as much as possible. And then the poop ones, I'll go ahead and put in the sink and I'll wash those by hand. Just have a tiny bit of poop. This will come out in a washer. She is strictly breastfed, so it just washes out. It's no big deal. I don't know about formula, to be honest, which I just started her own formula, so we'll see how the poop is, and I'll see if I leave this in here, would it leave a stain? If it do, then the next time I'll just go ahead and wash it out. But since she's strictly breastfed, I haven't had no issues with leaving a little, like that tiny amount of poop. There's no need to wash it by hand. But of course, the ones that have a whole bunch of poop like these do, of course I'll wash that out. And like this has a bigger stain. I noticed that when I do leave it there all day, these sometimes come out and sometimes they don't. But there is a trick to getting the whole stain out, which is leaving it up in the sun, and it will sun bleach in. All that poop that's saturated through will come off. But this is the process. I did buy a hamper, which I didn't end up using because I just find it easier since we have this little washing machine, which I'll link below. It's just easier to just go ahead and throw it straight in here. There's no reason to put it in a hamper. It's just way easier. Ooh, I'll pick that up. And then these just have pee on it. They don't have no poop, so I'll just go ahead and throw those right in the washer. There's no reason to wash those out. But I'll go ahead and show you guys how I just go ahead and wash the poop diapers out. Like this one has a lot of poop in it, so this will definitely be washed by hand in the sink. And I'll show you guys that it's saturated with pee, so I don't need to do that. Wash that out. But it's fairly simple. I mean, this is just a routine that I use. I know there's a whole bunch of different methods out there, but this is just what works for me and my family. And right now my schedule of washing, I wash Mondays mornings and I wash Thursday, either in the morning or in the afternoon, because as you see, this gets filled up. And I'll go over how many cloth diapers we have, how many inserts we have, the whole nine. So this is a detergent I use. I do believe my husband got this from Costco. I think it wasn't Costco, it was Sam's Club. It's up to 225 loads. I usually put one capful inside the full load, and that usually gets the job done. And then when I wash these out, I just usually just take this, probably put it halfway full, even though I don't use it all. I take this, I put it about halfway, and then I'll go ahead and just drizzle a little bit on the poop. That was a little bit too much, but who cares? I just drizzle that on there, turn the hot water on, maybe a little bit of cold because our water do get really hot. And I just go ahead and grab the cloth diaper, run it under the water, and just take both ends where my hands is not directly in the poop. And I just go ahead, use a little bit of water and that soap and just scrub it together. In the beginning, it do spread out, but the hot water tends to help get it all rinsed out. And as you see, the poop start coming out. People be like, I mean, you just wash your hands after. It's not a big deal to me. I do have a toilet sprayer, but my husband haven't hooked it up. And honestly, it's just easier for me to just wash it in a sink by hand. And after, of course, I disinfect the sink with either bleach or whatever that cleaning spray is that I have. I'll show you guys them all. And it's a little bit the same, but the washer usually does a good job getting the rest of this out. So I'll do that and then just go ahead and throw it inside the washer. And then I'm gonna take this out because it'll be stopping the sink up. And then usually the sink ain't this full, but I'll just go ahead, rinse this under water first. And I like to just go ahead and just scrub it out before I put the soap on. Just scrub this out. That's usually just like dye that has seeped through from the poop with the pee mixed inside. Go ahead and grab my soap thing, and you can see it already, a lot of the stain already came out just by doing that. Just get some more extra soap, scrub, scrub, scrub by hand, no big deal. A couple times do that. And then I don't rinse all the soap out because I feel like it helps it when it washes in the washer. And then I just go ahead and just wring it out for the most part. As you can see, there's still soap in there, but majority of the poop came out. It's a small stain right here. And if I really wanted to, after I'm done washing it, I could just go ahead and hang dry it, and the sun will basically get these stains out, which helps. Just keep seeing shit all over the timeline. Like this one is really poopy. So I'll just go ahead and sweep these up, wash the last ones out, and then we'll sit down and talk about cloth diapers, the ins and outs. You already see how I wash it. It gets a little bit messy, but I mean, that's just part of motherhood, right? So I barely use even half of this. You only need a little bit, and then I just go ahead and pour it back inside the bucket so I can use it for later. And then I just go ahead and sanitize the area. I like to use this all-purpose cleaner by Method, which I'll link that as well. Spray the sink out, spray the top, just in case any splashes got anywhere. Wipe that down, and then I go ahead and use that a different one to go over it. So I just like to wipe the area down, the handles, all it is, just to disinfect the area from all the poop. And usually don't over it with this antibacterial. Did y'all see that? I'll link this one down below as well. So before I fill this up with water, I go ahead and take my cap full and go ahead and put this inside the washer. For the odor, I like to just take regular distilled white vinegar and just put a little splashy splash. Okay, so I have my little baby here. My bear is gonna be my demonstration for these diapers. So these are by Nora's Nursery, which I'll link their company down below. And they have all different type of cloth diapers, but the ones I'm gonna be talking about today is going to be the pocket diapers, because these are the ones that I use and these are the ones that I could speak to. So pocket diapers are basically, you get an insert and then you get the outer shell, the clam shell, and then these are the inserts which get stuffed inside of the diaper, which is a pocket diaper. That's why they call them pocket diapers. I just grab it from the tip of it, go ahead and open it up, turn it around, and just pull at the top. And it just basically holds the insert in place. And then I just stretch this out to where it's lined up properly. When we first started using these, Serenity was only using one. The most I have stuffed in here at a time is 2, which she's using right now, and she's 3 months, because she wets a little bit heavier, so you're gonna need more than one. We started noticing leaks in them, and once we put the extra insert in, we haven't had no problems with leaks or blowouts. But that's just essentially how it goes. I should have left that in here. So, but I'm just gonna show you with this. So basically we have in the front, these are different snaps and they have different names for them. So these are the rise snaps, which essentially adjust how long the diaper will be. This is the biggest size that it goes. So this is the size 10 pounds up to 35 pounds. So Serenity currently is in the smallest setting when it comes to how long the diaper is. So we snap them on the smallest setting possible, which adjusts the length. So it's basically lower instead of it being all the way spread out for a bigger baby. And then they have 2 sets of snaps here, which these, I do believe the bottom, these are for the waist part around the leg. So this is essentially how big the hole will be around the baby's leg. Right now, since my baby is only about 12 pounds, I do use the smallest setting possible on each side of the diaper. And then this will adjust the waist, like the waist part of it, the top ones, which I just go ahead and line those up to the smallest setting for her because she's small right now. And this is how the diaper, it's a fitted diaper on her. This is basically how it looks. And then I'll just show you guys on a bear. So when I change her, these are automatically preset. So once I get the diapers out of the washer, I just go ahead, use 2 liners. Use 2 liners, take these 2, I'll show y'all one more time. Push it in, hold it at the top, and pull these down so that way it's not bunched up, because if it's bunched up, once you put them in a car seat or in a clothes, it'll get scrunched up and then the pee will come out and you don't want that. So I try to get it as flat as possible. And then I'll go ahead and take my baby, put her on there, and then this goes basically like this. This is exactly how I do Serenity's diaper. Go ahead, put it to the smallest fit or according to your baby. Snap those in that way, and I just make sure these are tucked in a sense to where the poop won't leak out. Make sure it's around the leg properly, and then I go ahead and snap the other side according to your baby's fit. Right now this is a setting that we are on, which is the smallest, being that she's only 12 pounds. And I just make sure it's not too tight. I'm able to stick 2 fingers in the center. That's how I know that it's a good fit. 2 fingers like the rule of thumb, where it's not too tight or too loose. And then just make sure that these are tucked in properly to where any pee or poop won't get outside. And this is just basically how it fits on your child. And then of course you could adjust those as they get bigger or smaller. Okay, hi y'all. I'm back. Now y'all get to see my face. So I'm gonna talk about the sizes of the cloth diaper, the amount of pounds it holds, so on and so forth, pros, cons, etc. So basically these are the newborn diapers. These I think you could only get in a 14 pack for $129. I did get them on sale. I think they were $99 each for a 14 pack. And these are the newborns, which just launched not too long ago. I think it's back in November for Nora's nursery. So basically it's the same thing, but they're very tiny. It's for newborns, pounds, newborn all the way up until 12 pounds. Serenity after 11 pounds, 10 and a half, she did not fit into these. They were too tight. So I can't speak to the 12-pound thing. I could speak to about 10 and a half, 11, because I didn't want it too tight on her. But as you can see, the size difference changes dramatically. This is their second option, which they just also launched a toddler option too, which is 35 pounds to 55 pounds. And these go from 10 pounds to 35 pounds. So this is the second size that they have. I didn't buy the toddler ones because I do plan to potty train before they reach that weight. So I just got the newborn ones, which were a 14. They do come with this little pouch, and the diapers come in here, and it's 14 diapers. And this is, I think, like the blue wave set or something like that, which is a really nice pouch to keep them in. I ended up getting 2 sets of these. So that was 28 diapers, and these have the inserts embedded inside the diaper. So instead of having to stuff the diapers, it has it embedded. I did find that Serenity, towards the end of her using these diapers, she did need more absorbency. So I went ahead and used the regular size bamboo insert and put in here. But I mean, you could do it if you want to. I did find that when I put them in here, because these are so small and trying to fit this large thing in, the stitching did get a little bit warped, and they don't have inserts for these. So that's like another thing to think about when you purchase them. I will say, if you tend to carry bigger babies, the newborn diapers are not a good investment. And the reason why I say that is because Serenity was born 8 pounds, 7 ounces, and she started using these when she was 4 days old, and she was out of them within the month. So $200 for a month of use just doesn't seem feasible. I think it's a waste of money. You could just go ahead and go into these after the month, just buy some reusable diapers, unless you plan on having another kid. So we do plan to have one more baby, so these will get more use. We'll get more use out of it, especially if the next baby is smaller, or you tend to carry like 5 pounders, 6 pounders, 7 pounders, then you'll get a lot more use, because more than likely your baby's not going to gain 4 pounds in a month. So that's my only con with these. If you have larger babies, just chuck it up, and you're not going to have no more babies, just chuck it up and go with disposables. $40 for a box, a big box at Costco or Sam's beats $200 for reusable diapers. On the other hand, these will fit until Serenity's basically potty trained. So I did spend about $500, but I got 48 of these outer shells. And then these do come with inserts. So you'll get one of these, and then one of these will come together. If you buy them, these are available for purchase for one is $16, which is like mind-blowing, or $16.95. If you get a pack of 7, I do believe they're about $60, so that's like $10 instead of $16 a diaper. So I got 4. They come with 7, and I got 6 packs. So you could get different prints. They have them in girl, they have them in boy, they got them in neutral, which most of mine are neutral since we didn't know what we were having. It was a surprise gender. So I got neutrals, and it came, so basically I got 42 of these, and then I got 42 of these, and I bought extra about 20 something, which I'm glad I did, because I do double stuff these because my baby is peeing more. And with having 42 of these diapers, I only wash twice a week, which I said before. Monday and Thursday are my wash days. When I was using the newborn ones, since I only had 24, I was washing every other day, which is a lot of work. I prefer to only wash twice a day, and it just beats having to be washing all the time. Time is money, so I feel like if you are going to cloth diaper, it's better to get a bit more, and they usually have a good sale around holiday times, especially Black Friday. That's when I got mine, and I got a pretty good deal on the 48 ones, $500, and then all the extra stuff I got. I don't have the wet bags. Matter of fact, let me go grab one. So these are the wet bags, and each pack of 7 does come with 7 diapers, 7 bamboo inserts, and 1 wet bag. So because I ordered 6 packs of 7, I ended up with 6 wet bags. And basically, you're supposed to be able to either or pocket. You could put the clean diapers in here, and you could put the soaked ones in here when you're out and about. I thought that I would only use the cloth diapers at home, but honestly, I love them so much that I just use them on the go. It's not that hard. I don't put any clean diapers in here because I feel like they smell once you put the dirty diapers in here. So I only use this for dirty diapers, which go in a big part, and then my clean diapers are just in my regular diaper bag, and I just leave this in my diaper bag. So when I'm out and about, I just grab a clean diaper from my diaper bag and put the dirty ones in here, zip it up, and when I get home, I'll do the whole routine like you've seen in the beginning of this video of me cleaning them out. And I'll just turn this inside out, throw this in the wash, let it wash. Same thing for The laundry one is just basically this. It looks a little bit different. There's no zippers. There's just basically a snap which you could tie it, and I'll show you guys how that looks. But that's basically what I do. The pros, there's a lot of pros with this. People worried about the poop, but as you've seen, it's so easy to just scrub like they do the old school days. It's easy to put this on the baby. I don't find it hard. Once you get the settings right and you figure out how to tailor it to your baby, and as they grow, you gotta adjust it. That's like the trickiest part of cloth diapering. What else? It's just a very easy process, and the hardest part is just washing them, really. But once you get a routine down where you're just able to be okay with the poop, and if you're not, I'll link a sprayer that I have that you could and a pail where you clip the diaper onto it and you're able to just spray the poop off without touching it. To me, that just feels like more stuff I gotta use to get the diaper clean, and I just be having so many that I just wash it out like they do in the old school days. It's just my baby poop, no big deal, and dump it in the washer. I have with the diapers is how bulky they are. So I do feel like you need to size up when you are considering cloth diapering, because this is a 3-month and it's like almost fitted on her. So she'll probably be in the next size. I think it's like 3 to 6 months and the next size will go up. So that's like one of my main cons with the diapers, but I mean, it's no big deal. Just buy a bigger size and they'll be fine. And I did notice with onesies it's okay for the most part, but with pants, it just looked funny, especially if you get the ones that's like sets, like with the sweater, the little onesie shirt, and the little pants. You can't switch up the sizes for those. So just be mindful when you are shopping for clothes if you do plan a cloth diaper, because of how bulky they are. And you can't switch, it's not like you can switch out the pants because it comes as a set. So that's the only downside. But when I do that, I just tend to find things that are not sets and just buy it separately. So now that the clothes are done washing, I just take this little thing out, grab all the wet clothes, put as many that could fit inside of this little spin dryer. And just note that if you do buy this, it does not dry the clothes completely, but it spins it enough to where ain't none of this water coming out at all. It have a 5-minute timer on there, but honestly, you just put it for 1 minute. It spins so fast that it just be done. Like, look at how fast that be. The whole machine be moving, child. 1 minute, it's even moving my camera. 1 minute and it's done. Nice and dry. Like, look at how fast. Y'all hear that sound? Does the job. So after I do this, it take about maybe 2 times I gotta do this, because clearly there's more clothes in there. I put this in a wet bag and then I go take it to my dryer and let it completely dry. And then I stuff them, and we do all this process over again on Monday. So that only took like a minute, and ain't no water coming out of here. They nice and dry. And this is that wet bag I was telling y'all. I was telling y'all about. So it's just a whole sack, and it just has a little button on here. And this is what I use when I do a load. Just go ahead, grab my clothes, put these in here, nice and dry. Well, not dry, but not wet either. And then I just go put them in the back because our washer is outside. So that's just the process we have on here. But I just find it so much easier to just do this in the house. And I just honestly sent one of the kids, the bigger kids, to go put this in a washer. In a dryer. Now that these diapers are all stuffed and ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and store them in their designated area. So I already have a few diapers in here. That's just extra. What could have floated me a couple more days, but I don't like, having barely any diapers left. So I do like to wash, like I said, every 2 days. And then I just go in here and have the diapers facing down. That way they could fit. And I just put them in a little circle. Nothing too special. Let's see if they all fit, because I don't think I ever had this many diapers in here, but I just put them in around in a circle and stuff them in there. This bin I actually got from Target. It was on sale. Regular price was like 50 bucks or something, and I got it for 16, a complete steal, which I was so happy about because I like the look of it. It matches the rest of Serenity's decor. So this is pretty much how I stuff the diapers, and then they all go in here, and that's pretty much the look. And then this is the basket. Let me show y'all from the side. It's a big basket, and it holds all her diapers. And these are not all of them. Some of them are actually in a diaper bag, which you keep them in there, and then the rest in here and a couple inside the washer. We have made it to the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed the information that was given and the process of washing cloth diapers. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.